Hello guys, I guess we are live now. Please type in the chat if you can hear me and if the screen is visible to you all. Please type in the chat if I am visible and the screen is as well, if I am audible and the screen is visible. We will wait for 2 more minutes for more people to join. Meanwhile, you can post your doubts in the chat. I will try to answer each one of them. And also you can tell about how your preparation is going for DILR, what 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 doubts you have for DILR preparation. You can ask in general about any query if you have or doubt. We will be starting in 1 or 2 minutes more. Meanwhile, please like the stream and subscribe to the channel, guys. Thanks, Miyoko, for confirming. Hello, Mansi. So let's start now. Meanwhile, in between, if you have any doubt, you can type in the chat. So this is our 7th day of our streams of solving one LRDI set per day. Before starting, I want to tell you something about our Cracku YouTube channel. I want you all to subscribe the channel. Why am I saying this? We have quant preparation videos, full playlist, DILR preparation videos, full playlist of all topics. Quant as well as DILR as well as VRC as well. We have full playlist for VRC all topics as well. And you would find PYQs as well of 2018 to 25, separate playlists for all the 3 sections, as well as strategy videos, general cat query videos as well. So you would find everything about cat. This is cat free resources. You just need to subscribe the channel. So let's start the stream now. This is our set for today. This is a really interesting and I would say confidence boosting set if you solve it. So I would urge everyone to solve it. It is a really good set. So I will start the timer now. What I will do is that after every minute I will scroll down. You can go back and see if you miss something, you can go back and see. I want all of you to attempt this. This is a good set, an interesting one. If anyone has missed any part when I scroll down or they could not write it or recall it, then they can go back a few seconds and pause and see what was the clues or the diagram as well. So Mansi is asking, sir, please tell us the most to do important topics in DLR which we should have to focus on. So Mansi, basically, if you are a beginner, I would tell you that if you want to focus on easy topics first, then DI would be one thing which is generally it comes easy in CAT as well. So you should focus on DI sets, chart sets, plus table based DI sets, plus quant based DI sets, quant based LR sets, plus arrangements. So these are few of the basics one you should cover. They have very much high weightage in CAT. You can skip topics like selection with condition, team selection, or roots and networks as well. You can do it in last, but the topics which I said, they are the most important. You should try to finish them first. Devansh is asking, sir, please tell once again which topics to do first for DI. So Devansh, basically, if you go by difficulty wise, you should be doing charts first. Charts, bar charts, line charts, histograms, those kind of charts. Afterwards, you can go for quant-based DI, table-based DI, DI with connected data sets, these types of sets. So this would be the order which I would recommend you. And also, if anyone of you is feeling disturbed during solving when I am taking the queries, they can pause the video and solve it. If anyone starts getting answered, they can type in the chat. It would make the session really engaging. The time is up, guys. I guess this was not that difficult set. I expected someone to give the answers in the chat. And also, guys, if any of your friends is preparing for CAT this year or next year, please do share the stream. And like the stream, it would really motivate us to take more such sessions. So let's start solving this. Here it is given that the graph below shows the 5 centers of learning established by municipality. Each center specializes in a particular subject. So these are the centers A, B, C, D, E. These specialize in 5 different subjects. And also we are given that the distances for the direct routes A, B, C, D and AC are the same. So let's try to make this first. So this we are given this diagram, and now we are given that the distances for the direct routes AB, CD and AC are the same. So let us assume it to be A. So AB, the distance is A. CD, the distance is A. And AC is also A. Now the distances BE and DE are equal and differ from AB. So BE and DE, they are equal but they are not equal to A. So let us assume it to be B. Now the distance BC is the largest among all the direct routes shown. So distance BC, this is BC. Now this is the largest among all the routes. So we can't take it as A or B. If we take it as A, then there will be 4 such routes which have the largest distance. Or if we take it as B, then there will be 3 routes with the largest distance. But we are given that this is the only largest distance which is there. So let us assume it to be C then. Also we are given that BC is the largest, so C would be greater than A. Also C would be greater than B. No other direct route exists except these 6. So these are the 6 routes: AB, BE, ED, DC and CB and CA. The speed of traveling is the same for any route. So for example, if you go from A to C, A to B, B to E, E to D, D to C or C to B, on any route if you travel, the speed will be same of traveling. So let us consider it to be something like S meters per minute. Simply we will write it as S. Now it is also given that it takes an integral time in minutes to travel on a direct route. So if you travel on any route, the time taken to travel on any route would be integer in minutes. And also a direct route is defined as direct path between two connecting COL with no other COL, which we have already seen. Now let us come to the clues. The following information is known about the routes and durations. And also we are given a direct route is traversed only once. So the longest route from A to E takes 43 minutes. So from A to E, what are the options we have from A to E? There are many paths for going from A to B, we know. So let us write each path. From A, where can we go? We can go to B, we can go to C. So first let's assume it to be B. And AB and AC, these are the two possibilities. Now from B, where can we go? We can go to E, we can go to C. So let's take first case to be E. So ABE is one such path. If we go from AB to C, then it would be, let us write here only, it would be A, B, C. Now we can't go to A since it is written that a direct route is traversed only once. So we have to go to D. And after D, we can't go again return to C. So we have to go to E. So A, B, C, D, E. Now we will go to C from A. We have seen the two routes possible going from A to B. Now we will go from A to C directly. A to C. Now after C, how many paths do we have? B and D, 2 paths. So first we will go to D. We will also see the case of going to B. So A, C, D, now we can only go to E. Now the second path for A, C, now we will go to B. We have visited D, B, and now we can't, from B there are 2 paths, 3 paths actually, C, A and E. But we have already visited A and C. So we have to visit E. So these are the only 4 paths. So these are the only 4 paths which are possible from A to E. Now let us see the distances of each of them. Since we are given the longest route takes 43 minutes. So the distance of ABE would be AB plus BE, which is A plus B. A plus B. Distance from ABCDE would be ABA plus BCC plus CDA plus DEB. Distance of ACDE would be, let me give some space here. The distance from ACDE would be ACA plus CD. CD would be A again plus DE. DE would be B. ACBE. ACBE. It would be AC, which is A, plus CB, which is C, plus BE, which is B. Now, which among these is the highest? Now, if you closely observe that this is the highest. How? We can prove that any route has less distance than this. So if we take A plus B, then in this distance, sorry for the slant writing. So for this distance, A plus B is already there and we are adding something which is positive. So this would be greater than this. Now let's compare it with this. Now this has A plus C plus A plus B. This has A plus A plus B. Now it has A plus B. It already has A plus B plus it also has some positive number C. So this is greater than this. Now let us consider A plus C plus B. Now it already has A plus C plus B. Some additional A is there, which is a positive number. So this is again greater than this. So can we say that this route takes 43 minutes? This A, B, C, D, E. Got it? So what is the distance of this route? It would be A plus C plus A plus B, which is nothing but 2A plus B plus C. 2A plus B plus C would be the distance. Let me rub this all since we have proved that this is the longest distance. If anyone has any doubt, they can type in the chat. I will resolve them after I solve this. So 2A plus B plus C, this takes 43 minutes. We know distance equals to speed into time. So time we are given 43 minutes, distance we are given, and speed we had assumed it to be s. So can we say that 2A plus B plus C equals to 43 into s? Got it? Let us go to the second clue now. The second clue says the difference between the maximum and minimum travel time from D to E is 30 minutes. So let us calculate both minimum and maximum travel time. So since the speed is constant, so minimum and maximum travel time will occur when the distance is minimum and maximum. So let us calculate the maximum distance of route D to E and minimum distance of route D to E. So if we see this diagram, from D to E, the minimum would be this itself. This is the shortest path. If you go anywhere else, if you come through this route as well, this B will add and some extra things will also add. So some extra things will add along with B. So this B plus something will always be greater than this root B. So the minimum distance would be B. Let us write this. Minimum would be B. Minimum distance is B. So what would be the time then? Since we know distance equals to speed into time, time would be distance upon speed. So minimum time would be B by S, speed S. Now we are given, we have to also find out maximum. For maximum D to E, there are many paths. For finding out maximum, we have to go to C first. So if we go to C, let me write it here only. If we go to C, then we have two paths, A or B. If we go to B, DCB, then we can't go to A or C. Since C is already traversed and we are given direct route can be traversed only once. And if we go to A, then after A we can't go to B and C. Since we would have already traversed both. So we can't reach E only. So we have to go to D, C, B and then E. This is one of the routes. The second route would be from D, C, we go to A. Since C had two options, we go to A. D, C, A. Now we have to go to B. C is already traversed. So B and then E. D, C, A, B, E. So what would be the distance of these two routes, D, C, B, E? Let me write it down only. D, C, B, E, and the second route was D, C, A, B, E. Now these two routes are possible for the maximum travel time from D to E. So now let's calculate the distance of both routes. We will divide by speed to get the time. So the distance of DCBE, it would be DC plus CB plus BE. DCA plus CBC plus BE would be B. So A plus B plus C. So here it would be A plus B plus C, distance. And if we calculate of DCABE, it would be DCA plus CAA 2A plus AB 3A plus BEB. So 3A plus B. This would be what? 3A plus B. Now, can we identify using only the given information that which is greater than which? A plus B plus C or 3A plus B, which is greater than which? We can't really identify it. We only know one equation, which is this 2A plus B plus C, which is 43S, but we can't derive which is greater than which. So let's move on to the third clue then. The time taken to travel on the direct route BC is less than twice that of the direct route AB. So what would be the time taken to travel on BC, direct route BC? It would be distance upon speed. So what is the distance of direct route BC? Distance of direct route BC would be C. So it is saying that C, which is the distance upon speed, this is the time, it is less than twice that of the direct route AB. So it is less than twice of direct route AB. Let's see what is the distance of AB. AB's distance is A. It is less than 2 times A by S. S cancels since it is a positive number. So C is less than 2A. Now, important relation. can we identify using this inequality that among these two things which is greater? So if we, in this inequality, if we add a plus b both sides, what would we get? A plus b plus c less than 2a plus b plus c. All the numbers are positive numbers rather. So a plus b plus c is less than this. Sorry, my bad. We added a plus b, so I should be adding a plus b here. A plus b. So a plus b plus c is less than 3a plus b. Can we now say which is greater than which? This was 3a plus b, this was a plus b plus c. Can we say that 3a plus b is greater than a plus b plus c? So DCABE has more travel distance than DCBE. We can say that. So 3a plus b would be the root for maximum here. So we are given maximum and minimum's difference is 30 minutes. Minimum we already knew. Minimum time would be b by s. Maximum time would be 3a plus b by s. This is distance, we will divide by speed. So 3a plus b by s minus b by s equals to 30 minutes. B cancels. We get a equals to 10s. Now, we already have another equation since we saw 2a plus b plus c equals to 43s. Now we know a. So can we substitute in that? Let me rewrite that equation for you. Now a equals to 10s, what would be 2a? 20s. So b plus c would be 43 minus 20s, which would be 23s. This is one equation, this is one equation, and we had another equation, if you remember, c less than inequality, c less than 2a. C less than 2a. We have these three conditions. So if C is less than 2a, then C would be less than what? A is 10s. So C would be less than 20s. C is less than 20s. So maximum C can take is 19s. So B minimum would be 4s. So B is greater than 3s here. Got it? So let's look for more clues. Now some information is provided by about the subject of specialization for the 5 COLs. Now let us see them. Let me redraw it. So we are given that first, let's consider the second point. The art center is connected to the science and humanities center via direct routes and is equidistant from both. Let us write the distances as well. This is A, B, C. This is A, B, C. Now, we are given that the art center is connected to science and humanities center via direct routes and is equidistant from both. So, art center, where can the art center be? Can it be here? It can be here because it is connected to centers and both centers are equidistant from art. So, A and A, there are two routes from A which are equidistant. So, this can be arts. Now, can B be arts? No, B can't be arts center because there are no two routes, direct routes from B such that both have equal distance. This is A distance, this is B, this is C. B can't be arts. Since can E be arts? Yes, E can be art center since there are two routes from E which have equal distance and we are given that there are two centers connected to arts with equal distance. So this can be arts. Can this be arts? No, this can't be arts. It doesn't have equal distant routes emerging from it. Can C be arts? Yes, C can be arts because it has two routes coming out from it which are equidistant. So this can also be arts. Let's read the third clue. Commerce center is connected by a direct route to the art center and the spirituality center. So there is one more route, there is one more center connected to art center by direct route. So art center has one more different center because it was science and humanities earlier. This is commerce. So there are at least three distinct centers to which art center is connected. So out of A, E and C which were possible for art center, which has three routes? A, no, it doesn't have. E, it only has two routes. C has three routes. So can we say that C is the art center? This is, let us denote arts by A. Now we are also given that arts is connected to science and humanities equidistant. So this can be science or humanity, this can be science or humanity. Commerce center is connected by a direct route to art center. So this is for sure commerce center. Let us denote it by C. Now this can be science or humanities. Similarly, simultaneously, this will be humanities or science. Which one center is left? The one center left is spirituality center. So spirituality center would be E. Now we are given that the direct route from B to the humanities center takes 10 minutes. From B to the humanities center. So from B to humanities, B only has two openings. Can this be humanities? This spirituality. So this has to be humanities. So this is humanity. This is H humanities and this is then science. So let's then solve the questions now. If we come to the questions now, which of the following is the spirituality center? Spirituality center is E. Option number D. What time would it take to reach the humanities center from the spirituality center, passing through exactly one other COL? We have to reach humanities from spirituality. So this is spirituality and we have to reach humanities such that we only pass through one other COL. So what can be the path? if we go from E to D, we have to go from C as well. So there would be two COL, E, D, C, A. Now, if we go from E to B, we can go to A. So we have to go from E to B to A. So E to B to A. It is asking the time taken to reach from E to B to A. So what would be the distance? Distance would be B plus A. B plus A. What would be the speed? S. We know A is 10s. Do we for sure know what is B? No, we don't know what is B and C. We just know their range. So B cannot be determined uniquely. So B cannot be determined uniquely in terms of S. There can be many values of B. So cannot be determined. Third question is, what is the minimum time it takes to reach from C to E through B? C to E through B. So C to E through B, there are paths like C to B, there is only one path. Yeah, there is only one path. So what would be the time? C plus B. What would be the distance covered? It would be C plus B. And speed is S. We don't know C, we don't know B. But do we know their sum? We do know their sum, 23S, B plus C. So it would be 23S by S, 23. Option C. What is the minimum possible duration from the science center to the spirituality center? From the science center to the spirituality center, the minimum distance would be B. If you go from any other path, the distance would be more than B. Since from any other path you have to move through here, and here B distance is already there, and you would be covering some additional distance. Here you would be covering only B distance. So it would be B distance by S. Now we don't know B, but we are asked what is the minimum possible duration. So we have to take the minimum of B, minimum distance, so that the duration comes out as minimum. What was the minimum value of B? B is greater than 3s, and we know that it takes integral time to go from one root to other. So B's least would be 4s. So it would be 4s by S, which is nothing but 4. Option E. Now this was the set, guys. I hope everyone got it. If anyone has any doubt, I would be explaining it again. Yes, Miyoko, you are right. C is arts only. Devansh is asking why A is not equal to art center. Devansh, A is not equal to art center because we are given that arts is connected to science, humanities, as well as commerce. So there are at least 3 centers to which arts is connected. A is connected to only 2 centers. It can't be connected to 3 centers. Only C is connected to 3 centers or B, but B can't be there since we already proved it. So C is art center. Yes, Miyoko, you were right. This answer is D. This is 23 and this is 4. Devansh is asking how B is not. Devansh, B is not art center because we are given that art center is connected to science and humanities, and both the science and humanities centers are equidistant from art, from B. If you consider B to be arts, is there two routes such that their distance is same? We are given that arts is connected to two centers which are equidistant from it. Are there two routes which are equidistant from B? This is A distance, this is B distance, this is C distance. No, there is no equidistant two centers connected to B. So B can't be art center. सर मैंने डायरेक्टली 10 मिनट्स अज्यूम किया था डिस्टेंस फ्रॉम ए टू बी एंड देन आई वोंट एंड अप गेटिंग एनी इक्वेशन एक्सेप्ट फॉर सी लेस देन 2a. Yeah, Miyoko, actually you can't find out B and C. There you can only find out the ranges for B and C. A can be found out in terms of speed S. अंजलि सिंह सर 2D 3D के और क्वेश्चंस कहाँ से करूँ? अंजलि, I would say you can do daily targets each day. Initially, if you don't feel much comfortable in it, you can start from doing daily targets each day, and you can follow other resources as well. After which, I would suggest you to take dash cats. Plus, you can also access our study room. Anyone would post the link for daily targets and dash cats. So after being comfortable in 2D 3D LR, you can go to dash cats as well and attempt them. They are kind of closest to cat. And I usually end up making these silly mistakes while solving DILR. No worries, Moyoko. If you practice each day consistently, you would be good with DILR. But you have to maintain consistency for that. Does anyone has any doubt now? How I got to this, how I solved questions, how I got to the solution? Any doubt in any step or the final answer? Devansh, we have free mocks initially. You can attempt them. You can see if you are good at it. If you like them, you can buy them. But I would highly recommend you to go and check out our free mocks. We have 3 free mock tests. You can attempt that. You can attempt them. They are free of any charges. Does anyone has any doubt now? Also, guys, please do subscribe to our YouTube channel and like this stream. So tomorrow we will be doing the same solve one LRDI set per day, which we are doing since 7 days. The topic would be arrangements. It will be a really interesting set, and we would be live at 9 p.m. like today only. I would urge all of you to join. We would be solving a really interesting arrangement set. And for that, you have to subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you are notified that we have a session tomorrow at 9 p.m. Okay, since no one has any doubt, we will end the stream now. Thank you guys for joining in. See you tomorrow at 9 p.m. मैं क्या 5 डांग हो गए डांगे ते दे रहा हूँ ले व्हाट मैसेज अच्छा टुडे दैट